and welcome to a special episode of The Future of the Fairway. This is a crossover show with.
The after show, baby.
Hey,
Let's
hey, how's it
go.
going?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It feels like it's been a while since I've done this.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. We got a lot going on here. Probably when this airs or when this drops, or at least a week later, with the San Diego Open being aired on
Hmm.
ESPN2 and the DSN drop, as well as the Delaware and the Colorado coverage. So we've had a lot since I feel like the last time we talked.
Yeah, we'll have the Western PA Regional will have
Hmm.
been going on. We'll probably be close to 5 weeks, a month out from the New England tournament with the Virginia right around the corner in October. So
Yeah, it's
lots
crazy.
going
It's
on.
crazy. Definitely. And we have a special guest with us today on both shows.
Hello, how's it
Welcome.
going? Good to be
Hey,
here.
Scantron. Welcome to the podcast and to the after show.
Thank
Yes,
you.
let's
Yep.
go.
Nice to be paired up with my teammate here again.
Let's
You guys
do
don't
it.
see enough of each other, do you?
No,
No, it's probably good we do live in different states.
actually, like if we were too close to each other, we probably would be with each other every day.
Brooke already thinks that I play too much fling golf, so the fact that if Sam lived closer,
Yeah.
we would be playing every day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could fit on the couch, right, Sam? I know that was the joke going into Delaware.
Right.
Like, if
Yeah,
you
I'm
live
already the
closer, that
couch
would
hopper with
definitely.
Jake in San Diego, Zach and Big Cat the first time in Virginia. Let me
I
know.
don't
I'll
know.
stay with you.
I don't know. I feel like Jake and Rosie are the new couch hoppers with that whole hopper thing that they do. Like
True.
they instead of paying rent, they're actually like house sitting people's houses.
Smart.
So it's
I didn't even
like
know that was a
Yeah.
thing.
I didn't know it's incredibly smart. I mean, they're
Yeah.
saving so much money, but I think that just makes them the official couch hoppers, though.
So, are you proposing a new nickname? Island Hopper and converting over to Couch Hopper?
Couch hopper and Mama Couch, Mama Couchita,
Neither of those are being officially
Mama
endorsed by
Sofa.
the podcast. Just
Mama
wanted to
Sofa,
mention.
Mama Sofa, and Couch hopper. Oh man, they're gonna kill us for that if they hear this.
So, with all the stuff that we've got going on, one of the reasons I wanted to have the two of you on the podcast was to do a recap of the Colorado Open, particularly considering the success you had, and to bring on the first team onto the podcast. I think it's fitting that the team that's got 3 championships in a row is the one that jumps on here first.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I didn't bring those chains with me, but I brought the belt back.
Yeah, the belt. So
Yeah, it's fine.
we'll go through the weekend in Colorado because I'm interested to hear. I was able to follow through social media and through some text messages and see the scores, which was really exciting. It looked like again another great event, another great
Mhm.
time. When did y'all get out there, and what were your practice rounds like leading up to it?
Good.
Yeah, so I got out there Wednesday morning. Me and Neil flew out of Philadelphia, and then we were waiting for the Stainbrooks because we all got a rental car together. And Ryan had one hell of a day. He got stuck in the Chicago airport for like 9 hours.
Mm,
So Catherine hung out with the boys with me and Neil, and we went and visited Pins and Aces. Got some
nice.
gear, which was cool. They do have a secret stash, just so everybody knows. They have secret clothes. But yeah, I got out there Wednesday, and then the three of us, me, Kat, and Neil, played a 9-hole round on the back nine over at Boomerang Wednesday night, and just took some pictures and videos and had
Hmm.
some fun. And I never would have thought like last year that me, Neil Little, and Kat Stainbrook would all be hanging out together.
And
But it was cool. It
in
was cool
Colorado.
in Colorado. So it was awesome. Ryan, we felt bad for Ryan, but we all had Domino's for dinner and and had a good time. But Kat's
Nice,
awesome. I love her, and yeah, it was cool. So Wednesday morning.
cool. Sam, how about
Yeah,
you?
uh, Catherine, and I flew out Wednesday morning, but super early Wednesday morning because that was our only way to get there
Hmm.
nonstop from North Carolina. There was no way I was taking a nonstop flight after my debacle. I dealt with what Ryan dealt with trying to get to San Diego,
Yeah, yeah.
but so I was like, all right, I have to go nonstop. But we got there so early, especially with the time change. We landed in Colorado at like 7 a.m. It was really early. So we had to wait for Austin and Neil to show up. We sat in the same bench for 5 hours, just waiting there till like noon.
Wow.
Yeah, it was tough, but made it there. And then caught a ride with SVL when he got there with like main event, and went over to the house. We were too tired to play with them that night, and Ryan obviously didn't make it to join them, so we were just at the house hanging out. I wish I went over to Pins and Aces though. I missed out on that.
You guys should have. I told you to follow, but yeah. So
we were just so tired from waiting there. We're like, get to the house and just got our stuff.
Yeah, no. Well, you missed a good time. You missed a good time. But we all stayed together. Actually, Adam, there was 10 of us in the house. And then Ryan got there, and then Britt and Brandon also flew out on Thursday. So we had a nice little house party, and it was cool. It was definitely
the
definitely
new thing
recommended.
to do.
Yeah, definitely recommend that for everybody. Obviously, we can't get a house for like 30 people. But getting 5 to 15 people and just renting a house, I mean, it was so cheap renting cars and a house together. So
it was just a good time.
How close were you all to the course?
2.1 miles, like
right, just over 5 minutes. Yeah, it was great.
Nice. So,
yeah, if you didn't have the red lights, it's freaking hop and a skip.
Yeah. Sweet. So, practice rounds on Thursday and Friday for both of you. How did y'all split up individual rounds versus team rounds, and what was your thinking in getting ready there?
So Thursday we only got to play 18 holes in the morning because they had a junior event in the afternoon. Me and Sam played together. Who joined? Who was? Oh, we had Octagon with us on Thursday.
Yes, we did. Yep.
So that was a good round. Sam
just played our own ball individually.
Yeah, we just wanted to see the track. I think Sam was 12 under, and I shot 10 under. Octagon, I don't remember. He didn't do bad though. He played pretty well. He had a crazy schedule though because his son was getting married on Friday. So the fact that he could get a practice round in with us was cool. But yeah, we only did the 18 holes on Thursday, and then I'll let Sam talk about his Friday with Catherine. But we ended up playing 36 on Friday. We did 18 in the morning, but Savage, Spartan, and Apex, since we all stayed in the same house, we all split up. So my group was me, SVL, and Tin Man, and then Sam was with main event.
Had the other pairs,
and Ryan. So we just figured we'd split it up.
Yeah.
But before I pass it over to Sam for the second round of 18, I actually went. I shot 19 under in that practice round. And 17 for 18 on Reggie's, and I was feeling pretty good. So it was the perfect practice round. If everyone at SVL was like, "It's Virginia showtime, son of a gun," it's the Virginia showtime. So, but yeah, I'll pass it over to Sam now to tell you about our second 18 and what he had to deal with.
Well, that first, we played earlier in the morning. That first 18, the women had their round after us. So Ryan and I, when we finished, we actually caught back up to the Catherines and joined them for a couple more holes.
All right.
For the end of their 9. They only played 9 because they were hungry and wanted to get food. But then main event, SVL, Rexy and I came up with the idea to go check out the Rocky Mountains. Just go drive over and go see the view. And we'd never been there before and check it out. And we're playing that 18 holes, and Austin's like, "Oh, we actually have a 4th spot available in our 18 holes later. If you want to join us, we can practice the team event." It was Savage, and it was going to be us, and we could do alternate shot. I was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great." Oh wait, I said I would go look at the Rocky Mountains. What do I do? We're here for fling golf, right? We gotta focus on fling golf. So I tried to get a hold of Catherine because they're in their round, can I? And they're not picking up. Sent a text. All right, yep, I'm gonna play golf with Austin. I'm not gonna go look at the mountains. I'm sorry. What? I'm your girlfriend, not Austin. I understand that. I'm sorry. I wanna play fling golf. I'm here.
It's a business trip.
Right. Yep, we're here. But that round, we did have an unbelievable round. We literally
it was nuts.
we did alternate
30,
shot. So we teed off
33,
every hole and then
33.
switched
Yeah.
33 out of 36 of the combined Reggies.
Yeah.
Didn't
It was
miss
just
one
one of
until
those
the
days.
15th hole. Yeah.
Yeah. And he
I
looks at
just
me, he
finished
goes,
editing one of the holes we played with Savage, so we're gonna post like
Mhm.
yeah,
one. What hole is that? It's the par 3 after the.
7.
Yeah.
7. Yeah, I love that course. I even like it more than Heritage Oaks now. So,
So
so yeah.
I owe her a trip to the Rocky Mountains.
Well, good for you. Well, hopefully you can take some of the winnings and get back out there on another
Right.
spot that maybe gets
Yeah.
in a little
See,
bit.
we did get
So,
the dub.
A
So
little bit later.
1-0 Showtime over T-Rex.
Oh, no.
Hey, it worked out. We won the championship. So,
So winning smooths everything over.
I
Maybe
think
we
she
need
got
to call.
over
We
it.
need to bring Catherine on to answer that question.
yeah, then we have to ask her about that one.
You don't sound confident at all, Sam.
Oh no, we're good now. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
So it sounds like practice rounds, y'all were both really
Yeah,
keyed
we were
in
feeling it.
and feeling pretty confident going in. What about
We were expecting a little bit of extra distance with the altitude change,
Yeah.
but didn't notice it, surprisingly.
Huh,
Really didn't.
interesting.
Yeah, maybe the fling golf throwing physics doesn't affect it as much as hitting it like a golf ball, or maybe it just didn't.
Was What about the weather? Because it was pretty warm, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was perfect.
yeah,
It
it
was
was so
perfect.
nice.
Okay.
I mean, it was. I mean, I understand that we weren't technically in the mountains, but we're still like
Right.
4,500.
Still altitude, yeah.
We're still way higher than what I mean, I'm like 10 feet above sea level here. So, and I actually feel like I throw further in Delaware than I did there at Boomerang. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was so disappointed to not be throwing 225 yards. Like, it was the first thing Wednesday night. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, I can't even throw
Where's
the
my
ball
distance?
any further.
Yeah.
The only positive for that was like I didn't have to change anything. I just
Right,
played every hole, every shot like I was in Delaware. So, which obviously I feel like benefited me. So,
What was the total yardage for the course?
like 5,800
Okay.
around
So
there,
right
give or
in
take.
that same wheelhouse, a little bit under San Diego, a little bit.
So it got up to 5,800 yards because there was a lot of par fives, the most par fives we've played yet.
Oh wow.
Right, and we had to alter some of the distances on the holes and change some of the pars on the holes. It ended up being a par 73 course that the men played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a hole 17 was like a daunting 411 yard par 3, and that
it
was
wasn't
from
that
like
far.
the front. That was like from the front of the tee box, and Adam, it was uphill. So like now Neil actually Reggie'd
Did you say
it in one of our
par 3?
He meant par 4.
Par 4. Sorry.
He did say par 3.
And then
that's far. That's a far par 3.
God, that's a far. Yeah, that's a Cape and Springs par 3. But no, it was. I mean, only 17 and 18 were like 18 was weird because it wasn't that it was too long, but it was like it was just in between. Like it was way too short as a par 5 and a tad too long as a par 4. So John actually moved us all the way to the back of the tee box, which made it like 470 yards, which made it a par 5. Yeah. Instead of that weird like 395 yard par 4, which was just, it was just awkward. Like,
it made sense, yeah.
And the hole had water the entire long side of it. The green had a bunker in the front of it. Like it was a tough hole. It was definitely one that you were just happy to get even just a par on. You're like, just get the par and get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't have fun with that hole.
So
yeah, no comment.
Let's go into Saturday into the individual tournament. Who did you play with in the rounds, and how did you finish up?
So I was with SVL literally all week, which I love. I love playing with Sean. I think his calming demeanor and how serious he takes it allows me to stay focused. And then I had Iceman, Brandon Hammond, and the Flying Rhino, Jamie Braley. So
nice.
Everyone was texting me like, "Oh, Jamie and Brandon are gonna mess with you so bad. Like you're not gonna play. Like they're gonna mess with you." And I'm over here like, I don't know if people realize I have played hundreds of rounds with Iceman. Jamie and I got to play together finally back in Cape and Springs. I'm like, nobody is out here like distracting people. We are all there. We all just dropped how much money to go out there. Like we were playing serious. So we had a lot of fun though. All four of us finished in the top 8. And I gotta give a huge shout out to freaking SVL because he started off the round Reggie Birdie.
Woo!
And literally, me, Jamie, and Brandon were like, "Yeah, we're done." Like, okay, like if he does this 2 more times, my dude's 8 under in 4 holes, and it's just like, good
that's
lord.
wild.
So, but we had a lot of fun. I mean, Jamie freaking killed it. He went from 20 something in Delaware to 5th in Colorado. So, like, super proud of him. And Iceman, before we get even into Sam's group, Brandon played so well, but on hole 6, he thought he lost his tee shot. So, like, he took a lost ball. He throws the shot. It misses the green, goes into a bunker, I think. And then, like, 20 steps later, he finds his actual tee shot. And, you know, once you deem a lost ball, you have to take the lost ball penalty. But it probably was a 3-stroke swing. And Brandon just missed the final 6, I think, by a stroke or 2. It was rough, but Brandon played good. Jamie killed it. SVL killed it. So, yeah, my group was awesome. I loved it. If I could have that group all the time, I'd take it.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm almost 100% sure who was in my group. I know I played with Kenzo, Doc, and I think Ryan was the 4th. Yeah.
Good, Ryan.
So it was us 4. When I think it's at least 2 or 3 tournaments in a row where I've played with, including myself, but 3 out of the 4 of my group has qualified. I don't know if that's exactly true, but Ryan, Kenzo, and I made it from Colorado, and then I played
Zach.
Right.
Well, you all had top
And
10 for
Lucky
or top
Jack
6.
in Delaware. Well, yeah, I just feel like
Virginia.
I've always played with a lot of people who end up making the qualifier, so I feel like that gets in my head during the round because it's like I'm playing well, but in my mind, compared to the people I'm playing with who are also playing really well, I'm not the best. Like I'm you know, I feel like I need
No, you
to be
definitely
better. I
you
get in my
definitely
own
want to
head.
win your pairing. You definitely want to
Right.
win your group.
And being paired with those level of players, it's like, oh no, I feel like I didn't do very well. So at the end of my round, well, after starting 2 holes, putting 7 times, I got in my own head pretty quickly. We won't go into how I reacted, but
we,
you know,
we heard him. We heard him hundreds of yards away. We were right behind their group.
I was on such a roller coaster that day. I think I even told Alex at one point, "This is my final tournament. I'm done. This is it." And then 20 minutes later, like, I'm sorry, I overreacted. Like,
didn't you go on a birdie run?
After that, the par 3 up the hill, the hardest handicap hole.
Yeah.
And then you go to that par 5, par 3, par 4.
Yeah, 11, 12, 13.
That par 3, par 5, par 3, par 4, I went birdie, birdie, birdie.
Nice. That's
After,
a good way to
so,
make you want to keep playing.
Exactly. So, again, I just need to control that emotion when I feel it, and it'll come with more play.
Yeah,
I'm not a
Sam,
former golf pro.
Where did you finish the qualifying round at?
Ended up 4th qualifying.
Austin, you finished first?
Yep.
And
I was at 69.
69.
Hey, I was 15 under after 18 holes. I finished my qualifying with a huge Reggie birdie on the last hole. I put it like 2 feet by the cup.
Ooh.
And would have been a nice little way to get a hole-in-one on the last hole. But yeah, I was 15 under. Jamie was 5th, SVL was 7th, and Brandon came in 8th. So like, our group was hot. We were moving quickly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, Kenzo 2nd, I was 4th. Ryan was 6th. Yeah.
All right. And
And Doc was
Oh
like
yeah, I forget where
9th.
Doc finished. Yeah, he was right there.
Doc was tied with Brandon for 8th. So yeah, our group, the 8. Jake was the only outlier who wasn't in our pairing who came in 3rd. But I'm not gonna lie, like I love Brooks and Main Event and Tin Man, but Jake, Tin Man, Brooks, and Main Event were all together, and
Oh.
3 out of 4 of them played way below their average, and it shocked me
Mm-hmm.
to see what those three did. So Jake obviously did well to finish in third, but I was really really shocked that Main Event, Brooks, and Tin Man didn't. But I think it's contagious. Like if someone in your group is off, it can certainly throw
Mm-hmm.
off your rhythm and stuff. But I know
Yeah.
those three will bounce back for sure. Like they're all great
Absolutely.
players, so they'll find a way to bounce back in New England.
So which nine did y'all do for the final?
The front nine.
It's the front.
The front
Yeah.
nine. Okay, so you went back out there. Two groups of three
Yeah,
for the
yep. We
men.
did what we kind of did in Delaware, where we did
Okay.
4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3, and then the ladies went behind us. Which the
Mm-hmm.
ladies, shout out to them, was Krista, Britt, and Rosie. So yeah, they did well. Those three played together all day, so that was kind
Yeah,
of nuts.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, big congrats to Krista on another top finish.
Yeah,
Pretty
she
pretty
balled out.
exciting.
She definitely killed it, and it's crazy. I can't wait to see the rankings because Britt and Krista both have 2 wins, 1 second, and a fourth. So
Ooh.
they're just tied. They're both
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
tied, and we're going to have two number one
Interesting.
ranked females, and I think that's amazing. So
Yeah.
no pressure to Brooke and Rosie and Chris and the rest of the field to catch
Mm-hmm.
up to those two, but they're definitely pulling away a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So how did the final round go for you?
Perfect.
No, like probably couldn't have been better. I did okay. My putting was still a little off.
Uh-huh.
I missed two Reggies at the end. That definitely. I finished 2 strokes behind or 1 stroke behind Ken and Jake. No, two. They were
You were
tied,
two.
and then they had the Reggies. Then I was two strokes behind them.
You were two behind Ken and one behind Jake.
Right. So I feel. I mean, everyone feels like they left shots out there,
Sure, sure.
but there are shots
Except
that I.
Austin.
No, I do. No, trust me. I could have shot even better, dude.
I just
Like
know
I
that
missed stupid putts.
uncharacteristically, I missed shots that I
Mm-hmm.
know would have it would have completed our Shark Week itinerary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
was a
we
little off.
so close. Yeah, we had. I mean, I was 15 under. I think Ken was 7. So I had an 8 stroke lead with 9 to go, and with the Reggies, that's no lead
You
is
could
safe.
make that up,
Um,
yeah,
you
Delaware.
you can make you can yeah you have 4 strokes and 2 holes. So so like no lead was safe, but honestly, like I was so dialed in. This course played exactly to my strengths, like
Mm-hmm.
soft greens, fast greens.
Big greens.
Main event telling me that I'm gonna struggle on these fast greens because I'm used to old man greens. Like, dude, where'd you finish? But anyways, no, I just love the course. I love the layout. But yeah, I went 9 for 9 on Reggie's in the finals. In my mind, that's kind of when you have an 8 stroke lead and Reggie's deduct strokes, it's like okay, if I just get 9 Reggies here, and even if I
Mm-hmm.
bogey, Ken would still have to get Reggie birdies.
Right, right.
And so now I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got to give a huge shout out to both Ken and Jake because they were throwing the kitchen sink at me. Like, I'm pretty sure Jake went like Reggie par, and then like Reggie par, like in a row. So, like, he was throwing it. Ken went Reggie par, Reggie birdie.
Ooh.
And I just Reggie par, Reggie par, Reggie par. And then on the fourth hole, Ken had a beautiful tee shot. It looked like it went in, but it rolled about 12, 15 feet past, and everyone's cheering and everyone's like, "Woo!" And I'm just like, "All right, watch this." And I threw mine, but it wasn't right on line, so it wasn't as cool. But it was only like 7 feet from
Off
the cup, and
center, right.
I'm like, "Oh, nobody wants to cheer for mine, but it's closer, so it's okay though. It's fine." But he ended up three putting that, and I got the Reggie par, and then I think from that point it was kind of insurmountable. It was 9 strokes with 5 to go, and
Yeah.
but I don't know, dudes. Like I just felt locked in. I loved the course, and I finished the day 26 for 27 in Reggie's. I shot even par gross in the finals, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know Jamie's if he's listening to this. I missed 4 or 5 3-foot putts over the whole
Mm-hmm.
day. So like I know everyone's like, dude, you shot 24 under. Yeah, I did, but I could have been almost 30 under
Right.
if I just make like stupid putts that I make in my sleep.
Right.
So I don't know if I took those putts for granted. I don't know if I rushed them. I don't know. But
So
again,
because they didn't
whenever
mow
you,
the greens.
they so what they messed me up because they mowed every other
Oh,
they
and those
mowed
pin placements were, oh my
the
gosh.
the pin placements were tough, but they Adam, what they did was they mowed the back nine one day and then they mowed the front nine the next.
Okay.
So and you do that in July, so
Threw
you're
off
not. It's
the
like
Yeah.
shaving.
consistency of it.
You're
Yeah.
not trying to shave the same spot every day. So like you don't
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to burn it up. So I get why they did it, but certainly both of the nines played differently
Yeah, you
depending
could
on which one
tell.
they mowed.
Interesting.
So like if I was missing like the 4 or 5 3 foot putts I missed were all on the front nine that day because they were a little slower. And then when we went to the back nine, I went on a run because what was a foot short was now going either in or like 2 inches past.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was great. Just was one of those days, and I hope it's a round that goes down in fling golf history because 24 under and 27 holes is gonna be nuts to beat.
Yeah,
So,
that's wild. That's wild. Congratulations. That's
thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah,
really,
it's
really
very
exciting,
impressive.
and really, that was really cool to
Yeah,
see.
I've told people I could have had the best round of my life and I'm still not winning. So it takes the pain away a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you'd rather lose like how I
Right.
felt in both San Diego and Delaware. Like I wasn't the best player on those days, so it just like I wasn't the best man, so I could take my pride, but. Losing whenever you feel like you are the best has to be such a tough pill to swallow.
Right.
And I hope that doesn't happen to me because it just would be like, dude, I just shot lights out. And but at the end of the day, if somebody has an even better
It
day,
just
then yeah, I guess
outduels
like
you,
we're
yeah.
saying,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like if
Mm-hmm.
somebody would have went 27 for 27 and shot two over instead of three over, like, dude, that's a hell of a day.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
So,
yeah, but it sounds like you were throwing some haymakers and setting down the gauntlet,
oh,
which is
I
really,
mean,
really cool.
yeah, I just, hats off to this guy here. Like, I'm tired of, I have not lost to Sam Scannell ever, except for our practice round when it comes to strokes. I was like, I am tired of losing to my partner because of freaking Reggies. So I'm going to do one thing, and I'm going to get every Reggie I possibly can.
Yeah, you
And
you figured out my swing before I even figured out my
I
swing.
broke down. I watched his videos so much. We're sitting at the table in Colorado, and I'm like, dude, do you know how you throw your approach shots? He goes, no,
He's
and
like,
I'm like,
I was like, what do you mean? I hold it like this. He's like, no, you don't.
no, you
He's
don't.
like, yeah, no, I hold it like this. And I'm like, I don't have a stick in my hand, but I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
my hands are like this. And he's like, no, go get your stick. Watch this. And I'm like,
yeah.
what?
Like I actually have like calluses on my hand from changing how I grip it because
Huh.
of how he holds it. And like I dissected everything this guy does, and I kind of made it my own now. So.
So is
Uh,
that just with your approach shots that you modify
Just
for
with the
that?
approach shot, yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, I'm out of 4 out of 5 tournaments, I think I was the lowest gross scorer. So it's like I don't have nothing to change that way other than make some
Mm-hmm.
putts. But to go from only getting 6 Reggies last Delaware to 26 this year,
Mm-hmm.
mind you, I know we've added on 5 more holes, but like
Sure.
I was like, all right, instead of bitching about Reggies, just go get them. Just shut
Mm-hmm.
up and go get them.
Yeah, you might have
And
just
that's
single-handedly ruined them after getting 26 out of 27. So we'll see. Might have
well,
backfired on yourself. Unless
you
this
know,
is your
you,
long-term con. Get really good so that you can get rid of them. I see what you did
So
there.
you don't really know, like, so here's the crazy thing though. So like we had some really good players there at that course.
Yeah.
Only
Mm-hmm.
4 of us shot under par net. And okay, yeah, you had me at 15 under, you had Ken at 7 under, Jake at 6 under, and I think you were 4 under.
4, yeah.
So it's like those scores are actually some of the worst scores compared to the other 4 tournaments. So like I'm not, like as the person who shot 15 under, like I'm not going to be the one who judges it, but either A, was that course that challenging? B, did everybody just not have a day, or did I just change the game? I don't know. Like I don't want to be the one who says that. I'll let
I think it's a
others
mixture of
debate.
the three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All of
like
the
I just
above.
like it's the only tournament that had only 4 people under par net, which I think like the course was tough, but I don't want to discredit like the work I put in. So I think
No,
that's,
no,
Sure.
definitely not.
again,
Sure.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I just feel like, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the effort, and I did, and it showed.
Well, you got to show up and play too, right? There's a lot of people putting in time and effort, and you can show up and demonstrate that, and sometimes you show up and it's for whatever reason not there too, and it's
Right.
always exciting when those sync up and you're able to go out and ball out like you did.
I mean, I've played rounds like that all the time. It's
Hmm.
been frustrating that it didn't happen yet in a WLF event. Now,
Right.
it kind of did in
To put it
Virginia.
together.
Like in Virginia in the qualifying it did, but again that was a unique situation because like I had a 6-stroke lead over Sam and we only had to go play 3 holes, so
Right.
like it was just weird. It was like
Oh yeah,
I
9 more holes that day would have been fun.
right.
Hmm.
It would have been different, but I don't think I would have been like I thought it was over. I actually didn't
Yeah,
even think I
you
should
would
have
have
had to go
locked
out.
in, right.
And like if we'd have, it would have been a
He
different
was
mindset.
Austin was already getting his protest in his mind if
Oh yeah.
he
So I
didn't
mean,
finish in first. Like no, no,
I
no,
mean,
no, we're gonna.
like we talked about, like after Sam and I both Reggie bogeyed the first hole in Virginia, like it was over. Like you
Yeah.
weren't going to make up 6 strokes in 2 holes. So like
Right.
it just, I mean, you made it look awesome. You made it look close, but like I was so like, I told y'all I was in like
Yeah, you were smooth
this.
sailing.
I just
Mhm.
was like, holy shit. Like I just like, I'm going to win my first championship, like everything I put in. So, but I think that helped me for this time because I did not lose foot. Even though I had an 8-stroke lead, I did not lay down. It was still foot on the
Mhm.
pedal, go,
Right.
like run away with it. So, but yeah, it was
That's
fun.
Yeah.
really
It was a
cool.
good,
It's a
I've
good
it's a
start to the
I've
day.
learned to not ask for the standings before it ends.
Yeah, don't do
no.
that.
Don't know where you stand while you still
You,
play. Just play.
Just
you'd have
play.
been
Just
totally
play.
fine. Yeah, because you did that, we now have to hear Mike. I now have to hear
No,
Mike's
no, no, no,
bullshit
no.
about how he
I
won
did
in
it
Delaware.
again in Colorado. I asked Alex for how I stood on the 27th hole
Mm.
right before my Reggie shot. I went, all right, this Reggie's close enough. Where am I
Oh,
at?
did you?
And then I
Oh,
three
did you
putted.
Oh.
miss?
Yeah, no, I haven't told anyone that. That's the first time I'm revealing that. Yep, that's news. I
So
did it
you
again,
almost
Austin.
caught. You
I
almost
should have.
caught Jake for
Dude,
third.
I three putted the 27th hole.
Jesus,
Dude,
dude.
I left so much nonsense out on that course.
Sam, you're
Uh,
going to have to be doing
Will
sprints. Austin's
I
going to
ever
have
learn?
you, doing putting
I need a
drills.
sports psychologist. That's what I
Midnight.
need.
oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
I thought I was gonna have to get you one after San Diego, and here
Oh
we
yeah,
are,
right away. You're
three
like, oh,
championships
are we
later.
sure I wanted to pair up with Scantron? Is this a
Yeah,
good idea for
I
me?
was like, we should have been the beta fling crew because we ain't winning shit.
So, individual championship, Austin, you took that and maybe one of the best showings we've had in any of the WLF events.
The
Um,
best, baby. The
The
best.
18 for 18 Reggie's qualifying round is still out there.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Knocking on the door. Longest Fling 3 was that evening,
Yes.
that afternoon,
Yes.
Yes,
Bum
it
bum
was.
bum. Let's
and presented
go.
by Volvic. Shout out to them for that sponsorship. That's exciting for them to do.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
How many competitors did we have in the LFC3?
I feel like,
15 or so.
yeah,
Okay.
15 or so. I think, a lot of the ladies were like, it's not for TV, like why the hell am I going to do it? And then
Yeah.
I think a lot of the older players were just excited to watch Sam and Brooks and Ken and all them do their thing.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think we had 15 or 16, but I'll let Sam talk about it because it was his thing, but it was even worse than Delaware. Like,
yeah.
It
I
was
wasn't in
conditions, you
Delaware,
mean?
so I can't compare it, but it
we at
was,
least threw into a fairway in Delaware. So
Okay. Was this the driving range?
yeah, we were on the driving range, so it was landing in like rough, like grass height. So you weren't getting the roll there. This
zero
specific
roll.
range had mounds ever so often, like with the flag sticks
All
to
right.
say
All right.
distances. So right at that just over 200-yard range is a little upslope.
A
So
huge mound.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a
so
15 foot
nice.
15-foot
right where
mountain.
we're needing all that roll we can possibly get
Uh
through the
huh.
rough, there's an uphill. So we were getting nothing.
Yeah.
And we had to literally we were delaying it because of lightning and like rain sideways. Like it
Oh
was
no.
intense.
Oh no.
Dude,
They didn't want to let us do it.
the big guys, Brandon, Sam, Ken, Brooks, they were throwing into probably 20, 25 mile per hour headwinds.
You can see it
And
on the Volvic flag, like just
yeah,
blowing right at us.
it totally sucked for those guys. So
Mm.
But it
I
was
think I
intense
threw at the
though.
right time. I had like a
Right,
top
yeah.
10 finish. Let's go.
If you what we got 4 throws in the qualifying, and then top 5 got 3 more throws in the finals.
Okay, and the top
And
5
if
were you and
it was
Brooks,
me,
Ken.
Brooks, Ken, Jamie,
Jamie,
and Jake.
yeah.
Nice.
And a couple of us got over 200 in the qualifying round, but they let the longest throw carry over to the finals just in case no one beats it in the finals. So they want the longest throw to win. I had the longest throw in qualifier at 206 yards. And
which is carry, which is impressive.
You get
like, I want everyone listening.
Absolutely.
Everyone listening. The ball did not roll. So this guy and Brooks
much.
were throwing at 200 plus where like maybe you got 3 yards of roll. Like it was insane what you guys did.
I'm curious if they have all of our throws all written down. I'd like to see the breakdown of which throw got what distance. But I know Ken got over 200. Jamie broke 200. I think Jake was in the 190s.
Jake was like 197.
Yeah.
Tin Man was like close. He was like 190. Tin Man and main event were like mid 190. So like it was impressive what all you guys did. I mean, Jesus, you were throwing into that wind with no roll, up hills. Like I'm
and
like,
it was
this
funny
is so...
in the finals. My first 2 throws were 206 and 206 again. I literally hit 206 3 times because the roll, it wasn't letting me roll. It was just the same throw every time. So knocked down by the wind, no roll, up the hill. Here it is. Like you could see on the hill where my ball was. So you could tell if like when Brooks would throw, I'm like, oh no, here's the throw that goes 210 and beats me. Here's the throw that goes 215 and beats me. But you could tell that it didn't get to where my ball got to because of that little upslope of the hill. It's like his final throw of his last chance to beat me. You can hear someone say before Alex even does the rangefinder to get the distance, someone goes, "Oh, good job, Sam," because we could tell his ball didn't make it up the hill as far as my 206 throw did. So then I got one final throw, if I wanted to, because I had the winning throw in qualifier. I was going last. I wanted to take I used a 49-inch, the XL ballistic. So I took the double XL to see if I could beat my 206 and got 208. So I did end up getting a little bit more. So I guess I need to get used
2 inches
to
for 2 yards. That's
for 1% gain. Every little bit helps. Yeah.
Huge though. My favorite thing though the whole time was we got to see Serena Scantron, and all we heard the whole time was after every throw.
Yeah, I gave it my all, you know.
I mean, I was like, look, dude, this is your show. You got to do what you got to do, but I would not be Serena Williams in it out there. But he was ripping shot. No, it was a little lower. It was manly enough, but it was but you could hear
I harnessed my inner martial arts when I was younger, my Kia when I was younger.
No, dude, you were getting, I mean, you were putting everything into it. It was impressive. I wish we could have seen your guys' balls roll down the freaking fairway, but
if we went backwards going up the 9th fairway with the wind, I think we would have gotten like 240, 250.
Oh, 10 or 12 of us would have been going over 210, 215 yards, which would have been great TV. So, because out on the course, Adam, like, Sam had a couple 240s, 245s. I had a couple 215, 220s. So, like,
there's evidence of you out throwing me on one hole.
I outdrove him on one. So it was just like, it just, of course, the wind and the storm had to be blowing in our face.
Right.
And of course, we had to throw into rough. But it was still fun. It got the point across, and Apex Fling Crew brings home an LFC. So let's go, baby.
Yeah, we went 2 for 2 on Saturday.
So you're feeling pretty good on Saturday. Sunday morning, wake up for the team event, and so you've got obviously huge bullseyes on you from everybody. You've got 2 wins in a row in the team event. Might have talked a little trash along the way.
A little bit,
memes here and there.
I
to
mean,
set some expectations that
yeah, I mean, you
were
got to have fun
ultimately
with it.
realized. Apparently, y'all had a killer round.
Yeah. We continued to do what we did on Friday afternoon. We both picked each other up. We were just nailing Reggies. We were getting a lot of Reggie pars. I don't remember what we shot gross wise. I mean, in alternate shot, it's just such a different. You can't keep track because you're constantly
Right.
like I'm watching him and I'm like okay, please like hit this spot because I know I can get up. Like it's such a different thing. But we played well. The course. What was cool was if you teed off from the odds, you had 11 of the 18 Reggie looks. So it was one of the biggest 11 versus 7 things. And going into the tournament, I'm like, well, Sam's the Reggie King, so we're going to let him do the 11 of the 18. And then Saturday night, I'm like, son of a bitch, I should be
Maybe
doing
I
those
should have. Yeah,
11.
right.
Like maybe I should be taking those shots. But here's the thing, Adam. What I was getting to is it was so unique where like 3 or 4 holes in a row, I had the Reggie shot, and then at one point he had 6 of them in a row,
Wow.
and it was
Like I
it
didn't
was
get an
just
approach shot for like an hour at one point. It's like
it was
I do my
that
tee off, I tee shot and then putts, tee shot and then putts. Like it was weird. You had no
it
rhythm.
was it was like the part how they had the threes, fours, and fives set up. Like it was unlike any other tournament. At most, I swear it was like you only had no Reggie shot for like 2 holes. But man, when he went on the Reggie run for 5 or 6, whatever it was, and then it got back to me, I was like, I haven't thrown a 130-yard shot in like an hour and 45 minutes.
Literally. Yeah.
And but then on the flip side, like Sam was saying, like I also didn't have a sidecar for an hour and a half, and then all of a sudden
Right.
you have to knock these down. So like that, I think Boomerang was the toughest for that, in that there was no rhythm. I mean, you did the same 2 things for about an hour straight, and then all of a sudden it flips, and then it. So that was crazy, but yeah, man, we just killed it. We had a huge, I think, 10-stroke lead again after qualifying. We finished first, and then behind us was Vipers, Spartan or Savage, Spartan, and then the Flying Birdie. So all the teams that we put on our little crashing wave meme talking
Yeah,
shit,
literally they all made it.
they all made it. But and then it finished in that same order, except Spartan jumped over Savage on the last hole. Savage Reggie bogeyed and Spartan Reggie parred, so they took home the third place. But it was fun. We got to play with Mike and SVL all day, so we had a good time. And then I got to see Ryan and Neil with us in the finals, which Ryan and Neil
That's
are my
awesome.
guys. Like I love Savage Fling Squad. I
Yeah,
love
great
Ryan.
debut.
I love Neil. It's a hell of a debut. Not as good as Apex because we won ours, um, but they
Haven't
had a
lost
hell of a.
yet, actually.
We
All the
haven't lost
requests
yet.
I'm going to get to edit this into.
No, no, let it fly. But honestly, like Savage is going to be good. Neil. I mean, I love those two. I get
Yeah.
to train with Neil every day. Ryan's on his way down, so we'll see what happens. But those guys did good, and I got to give a huge shout out to Spartan and Vipers as well. Like they killed it. Ken and Jake now 2 back-to-back seconds, and I'm not going to leave Jamie and Chris off either. I mean, what they do as a co-ed team is impressive. So
Yeah.
if Jamie didn't have to play hole 5 at this course, he would have done even better. I mean, my guy here was throwing it off the back of the green, over the road, through the bushes, and all the way to Grandma's house, and still played well. So, but yeah,
I
it was
saw
good.
hole 5 referenced on one of the posts today or yesterday, and I was wondering where that was from.
Yeah, I'll let him explain it too. Like Jamie played so well all weekend, but hole 5,
It's
like
his
all
kryptonite.
4 or 5 times. I mean, he just could not dial in this hole, and like, it just. I'll let him tell you sometime, but it probably cost him a position in every freaking tournament because it was like this one hole just ruined his day.
I was that's hole 8 for me, by the way, at ACGC.
Likewise.
Um,
Ah,
it's
that fucking hole.
I think coming out of San Diego, I was like, I need that 100-yard shot, and I worked on that 100-yard shot, and I get there, I'm like, crap, I forgot hole 8's 110, and there's no
Yeah.
roll because of that bunker, and
Mm.
it
There's
Yeah.
been plenty of times I've been 7 for 7 going into that stupid asshole on Reggie's, and like you just pull it to the left or you short
Uh-huh.
arm it. Now, mind you, like hole 4 is 165-yard par three, hole 5 is 155-yard par
Yeah,
three,
yeah.
hole 7's 175-yard par three. So like you get through all that and you're like, hell yeah, I did it.
Man,
Right.
man,
And
this
then
one should be easy.
you get to this stupid 112-yard par three, and you're like, dude, it's a layup, and that's the one you miss, and it's
Right.
like, dude, you idiot. So
Yeah.
yeah, hole eight's a sucker. 7, I have a hole in one on 7, but that hole tends to be my kryptonite because if the wind blows and all in my
Mm-hmm.
face, now I can't get to the
I could
175.
have a
So
hole in one on 7.
yeah, you got robbed. I'm
So
taking those
close.
ball lifters up off after Labor Day.
Please, at least when we play fling golf there next time, if we remove those,
Yeah, no,
that
no
wide
taken.
stick.
I know you got screwed. You did. I admit it. I feel bad.
It's a COVID hole in one.
It's a COVID
Any
hole in one.
memorable shots from your qualifying round or the finals in the team event?
I mean, you know how I work. I can only think of the shots I wish I had back. Like,
I mean,
not
I
to be
know.
that guy, but I think more on those than the ones I had.
Yeah, I know we had a big lead in the team event finals, but the fourth hole,
Mm,
um, the par three there over the water, Kenzo had similar to what Austin explained in the finals. It was similar again. Uh, Kenzo had a tee shot that looked close to the hole from our point of view, so everyone
Mm-hmm.
cheers, but it was past the hole. Austin was shorter, but it was farther perspective left to right from the hole.
Mm-hmm.
But when we got there, it was closer. So everyone cheered for Ken and not much for Austin.
I'm so boring.
But then Jake steps up and drains the long downhill birdie putt
Beautiful putt.
Nice,
early
nice.
in the round. Like they had just gained a stroke on the third
Mm-hmm.
hole on us
Mm-hmm.
too. So
They gained 2 strokes on
two
the hole
strokes,
before.
right? So they were like, "Oh boy, here comes the Viper
Yeah,
momentum
yeah.
Right.
after this Jake birdie." And then I hit our birdie putt too. So it was all right.
How
Yes, they got the
exciting!
birdie, but it was like, all right, here we go. And then I think that me hitting that birdie, just like,
Mhm.
oh dang, all right,
Yeah.
I thought that was it. Nope,
Yeah. No,
close
I
the
mean,
door.
if you miss that putt, they get another one back, and that's not to say that I don't miss it. And then all of a sudden, we only
Right
have like a 5-stroke lead with 5
with
to go, and
5,
like
yeah,
it's
Yeah.
game on.
Anything can happen.
So I mean, yeah, to mimic that, yeah. So the same thing happened the day before between Ken and I again on hole 3. So the hole before that, he nails this ridiculous birdie putt coming downhill, Reggie birdie, and I had like a 7 foot birdie putt myself, but Rodney, and Sam's on a cart behind me, and they're taking a business call, and I knew the call wasn't going to end anytime soon, so you could feel momentum swinging because Ken just had a birdie on the hole before. And yeah, I know it's an
Mm-hmm.
8 stroke lead, but like you could, it's again one of those moments where it could change everything. But I end up hitting like my 7 foot birdie putt, and then I think on the next hole, like I said, I just kept answering. So I don't think I had
Mm-hmm.
one shot. That would maybe be the one shot because it was birdie for birdie, and
right.
Rodney was talking, and you guys know how his voice carries. But I would say just collectively, Sam and I, whether Saturday or Sunday, we just answered. We just kept answering everyone's shots. Like we were like,
Mm-hmm.
no, like you're not taking this. So,
Yeah,
which is deflating, man, because like you're down 7, 8, 9, 10 strokes, and you
Mm-hmm.
finally get a Reggie birdie, and then boom, we answer you back. Like it's like, fuck, man, what are we gonna do?
right.
It's tough to play against. We'll go to what?
Um,
What's next? What's in the plans? Y'all, I'm presuming y'all are going to both be at New England and Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Probably thinking
yep.
about a WLF sweep in the teams.
Yeah, I mean,
It
at this
was
point, yeah,
it was mentioned after San Diego of, haha, imagine if we got all 5. But after 3 for 3, now it just seems
yeah.
we should be getting all 5.
I told Chip today at the golf course because I was rearranging my little trophy display, and I was like, Chip, if we were gonna lose, I wish it would have been last weekend because like we have to win the last two now.
That's what I mean. Now the pressure's on us not, or like to
Yeah.
win
yeah,
them, you know?
like
Yeah.
like there was pressure to win in Colorado because like you won a three-peat. We've talked about the three-peat more than
Hmm.
anything because there's so many memes and songs and fun things. But now it's like, I mean, we got to go for it. Like, there's no,
Right.
you cannot. Now it's just, it's going to
It's
be,
five or bust? No.
yeah, like
Like you need to
second
take it one
place
at
is
a
not going to
time.
be
It's still
okay. But yeah, right. We will be fine. But I think the funny thing is like we're battling for first and second individually in the world, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
like I know that I have to beat this guy the day before, the day after, and then the fact that we have to team up the very next day and then now defend this reign that we're on, like it's such a fun and unique spot to be in because it's like I hope this guy sucks the one day and then
He
Well,
brings
I
it the
think I
next.
I think I noticed that the New England tournament is team event Saturday, individual
yeah,
Sunday.
It looks like
which
it.
is
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it'll
is.
be.
So yeah,
that's a good combo. That's what we did in San Diego.
that is a Scantron combo, so we shall see what happens. But it'll be it's. I shouldn't say I hope that he sucks. Obviously, I hope
No,
that
I
he
know what you
plays
mean.
well because
Yeah, playfully.
at the end of the day, like we genuinely like it. If it's not me, I want it to be Sam. I
Hmm.
mean, I do have a
Yep,
couple other favorites just because. Like, I mean, I love Jack,
for
I love
sure.
Neil, I love Ryan. I love many of the other guys, but like Apex, what our goal is to dominate. That's why we chose the name. It's why we're doing what we're doing, and if it ain't me, it's him, and we got to get all five though, dude. Like I'm
Yeah.
literally like we got to get all five. So
But before New England is the Pennsylvania coming up, which I'm
Yep. So the
actually going to
Western
go to. I'm
PA
excited for that. Finally
regional is
making it
coming
work.
up in about a week and a half. Yeah, Sam, you were saying you're
yeah,
going to be able to make it. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Recently, I was able to just say, why not? Just make it work. I'm still on summer break from school, so
Hmm.
I can make. It's just a long
Good
drive,
for you.
but
Good
where
for
I'm
you.
at in
Yeah.
North Carolina, luckily, on the way, just straight up 9 hours to the Western PA, is a nice spot called Capon Springs,
let's
about
Got some
halfway
good
go.
in the
water,
middle.
some
Yeah,
healing
so
water.
The
I've already
holy
told,
water.
I've already told Big Cat and Zach that I'm stopping there, and they're like, "Bring me water, get some gallons of water, bring some with me." So
Wait, he didn't want you to take the Lost Barrel beer? Like that's what I
that's
thought he would want you to
I'm
take.
glad you mentioned that. I am now taking some of that too.
You that stuff's good.
Yeah.
That
uh,
stuff's good.
Yep.
Austin, you're sponsoring a hole at the tournament.
Yeah. I'm sponsoring a hole. I whenever they initially like talked about it, I had it planned to go. But then one of my best friends is getting married the very next weekend, also in Pennsylvania, and then Brooke and Britt's family reunion is the weekend after that, also in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
So
Busy, busy.
three straight weekends in August, which is still our busy season. I can't swing it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel that Friday, and
I'll have
The
to be there.
door's not fully closed yet.
knowing that Sam's going now kind of does
Yep,
make me
I'll be
like
there.
maybe a little bit, like that's that natural thing. But I figured, hey, if I'm gonna do what I'm doing, I should probably let my partner get some moments too. So
Hey, you were in
no,
West Virginia with me also.
yeah, I was, but that was a team event, and yours was loaded, so it is what it is. But it's fine.
Well, hey,
I
future.
had John. I had freaking John on my team, and when John listens to this, John will be the first person who goes, Austin had a disadvantage. He had me. So
Can't believe you're ripping the commish like that, but it sounds like it's
hey,
not a rip as much as a factual.
that's why he's commissioned and we're playing, baby.
Hey,
Um,
everyone always boos the commissioner when he goes up to talk, but not our guy. We don't boo him
No,
yet.
we have the
Or do
most
we have to
lovable
start? No,
commissioner.
we can't start.
no, and I
No,
think
we,
that's the
we
NFL commissioner, right? I don't know if the
NFL,
other
NHL, right?
oh
Gary Bettman, and they
NHL.
always
Bateman
get
and
booed when they come
Manfred.
up. Yeah. No, not the
So
Fling Golf commish. We cheer for
the
him.
only people getting booed in fling golf is Apex because every
Yeah, we
time they
get booed.
announce us, we we get booed. But I got to tell you, like I thrive off of that. Like I love
Mhm.
being the dark horse and the bad guy and all that. Because like on social media, I portray myself as the bright good guy, like the guy you want to cheer for. But like low key, I love being who everybody wants to target. And like
You
whenever
like being
everyone
an
goes,
NWO Hulk.
yeah, right. And I love when everyone's like, all right, and in first place with a net score, and everyone's just like, boo. And And like, I love that. I love that. And people actually like didn't do it in Colorado. Now, partially because Keystone wasn't there and Fury wasn't there. So the two teams that we're close to weren't there to talk their smack. But like, I looked at Sam like, dude, they didn't boo us. What the hell, man? Like,
Yeah.
I
come
was
on,
going to
guys.
say, note to everybody competing, just remain silent. That will bother them
Oh,
more
silence
than
kills, man. Silence kills me. Like, I mean, you can cheer. I love cheer, but like, if you boo, I love that. Please boo. Please boo.
Hey, one more note on the Western PA Regional. Just wanted to shout out the podcast is sponsoring the tournament as well. So we're
Oh, let's go.
not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to make it due to work conflict, but really, really happy to support that. Absolutely lovely people doing a really fun event. So best wishes to that event and
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
grow the
huge
sport.
shout out to Delaney and Big Cat and Mountaineer and Big Dog and Ryan and whomever else helped set all that up. I think it's incredible. Western Pennsylvania is certainly another hotbed for fling
Yep.
golf talent. So I'm excited to see what other talent comes out of there. It's never going to top Delaware, but you know,
You got to make
it's
sure
so
you're
cool.
you got to grab that big prefix moniker and figure out what's going to be there. We got Big Dog, Big Wheel, Big Cat.
Yes.
Might be running out of objects to be big.
So should Zach be Big Mount?
Big Mountaineer.
Big
Big
mountain.
Mount, Big Mountain. So no, those guys, they're all amazing, and I hope they all have fun. And yeah, it'll be cool to see how it goes, and hopefully, Fling Golf's able to do some type of live update because this is gonna be my first tournament of Fling Golf that I'm not at because I was able to do the regional. So like I'm gonna, if I'm not there, I'm gonna wish I was. I know. So we'll
Let me
see what
tell you,
happens.
having not been in Colorado, it's super weird.
Oh, Adam, it was weird not having you, dude. Like honestly, like we were talking about this. Like there are people who have to be at the tournament to make it feel like what it is. And you were the first name that all of us said. We're like, Adam not being here is just so wrong. Like it's not, we legit went, it was Podfather, it was Big Cat and Mountaineer. And then like we talked about a couple other people, so I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I was just like, it just is not the same without the Podfather here to just be the guy, be the dad, the goofy soul that he is. So
The dad, the goofy soul. I'm learning things about myself.
yeah,
I know what you
you're the
mean. I know what
you're the
you mean. It's
Podfather.
all
You know what I'm
love. It's
talking
all
about.
love.
It's
No,
all
it
love.
was. I had let's see, on that Saturday or no, that Friday, I drove the kids to Nashville. They
Okay.
were going to do cousin camp with my parents, and so on Saturday before, so I was in Nashville for the day. Then I went to Memphis on Sunday, but just watching, getting updates on social media and seeing what was happening from the event. So
Maybe I'll try out. Maybe I'll go live. I'll try out my inner Rodney and
do that. I'll tell you,
take some
it's
live
nice. I
shots.
sent Austin a
Yeah,
couple of texts, and I wasn't sure. I was trying to time it, so I'm like, I know he's got his phone on him, but he's disciplined enough to not be checking when it's critical events.
it's go time.
I texted you
When
on the
it's
ninth tee
showtime.
box. I texted
Yeah.
you when I was up 13. I'm like, all right, I think I can look at my phone now. And it was blowing up. Like Zach and you and a couple other people that
Yeah.
were following the live updates were like, dude, like holy smokes, like congratulations, like you deserve it and all that. So, but yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's it's like Ken and I were talking on the previous episode. It's these tournaments are really turning into family reunions. I think
Oh, big time.
it's that feel, and when there are certain people that are there, you feel that absence. But it's also fun to bring in new folks because it's constantly growing. So it was cool to see the again continued camaraderie and excitement for the tournament. And yeah, 3 down, 2 to go
Yep.
for the WLF tour this year. It's
It's
flying by.
crazy. It's crazy. It's flying by. I'm excited to see the new rankings. I'm excited to see the points and as well as the 2024 tour schedule and the ESPN area. There's so much awesomeness coming out.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody too and let everyone know like y'all are killing it. Let's get to these tournaments. Let's bring this home strong. I got a good feeling that we're so close to really breaking through that sponsorship iceberg in regards to fling golf. So let's do it. And anybody that comes to tournaments, kind of to piggyback off what Adam said, like, we're all one big family.
Yeah.
I know sometimes we're a little bit more backwards and not as talkative right before a tournament, but we have to focus. Like, we are there to do what we got to do, as you are too. So, but we want our family to continue to grow. So please come on out, keep playing. Whether you're new to the sport, whether you've been playing since it was created, you want to be there. Trust me, you want to be there.
Absolutely. Let's see. We've got Sandy's coming up. I think there's an air date for the San Diego Open on the Ocho programming.
Yeah, I think you saw it first, right?
So if you go to ESPN.com and search for their programming, I was looking through Friday at first, and I was like, oh no! Like, I saw tag and like cornhole, other Ocho type stuff. I was like, oh no, did we get bumped? Then I looked on Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. That's a pretty sweet spot, I think.
That's a good spot. Saturday, yeah, it's a good spot
as well. So, yeah, really exciting.
I'm excited.
We'll get to relive some exciting moments for Sam, among others.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see what got picked up.
Yeah,
Sam's
for no
first win.
particular reason.
Yeah,
maybe one day, Austin, one of your wins will be on TV.
Well, luckily for me, there's been 5 tournaments. I've won 40% of them. 40% of them have been on my home course, and I've won 0% on TV and 0% on my home course. So,
so the first
luckily
one on TV on your home course, that's going to be the one.
So I think what's going to happen is, it's in my favor that the last 2 tournaments are not going to be televised. So I feel bad for everybody else. But I'm hoping that the good Lord is looking out for me, and I'll be the first live champion. Because I feel like, not to go in a whole spiel, but we all feel the pressure of playing when there's cameras rolling, and even when they're not rolling. Mm-hmm. It's a different ball game when it's live. And if there's anybody built for that, I think it's me. 'Cause I play my best rounds on camera. So not when I'm having to wait 5 minutes for the camera crew to move from the
shot. Yeah.
Like, that's the nice thing about, and I'll be honest, I think that's one reason why I play probably a little better. See, I don't play bad qualifying rounds for ESPN and DSN, but when we have to stop, and like the 4 holes in San Diego took an hour and like 20 minutes for 4 holes. And like, you throw a ball and then you don't throw again for 10, 12 minutes. And it's just, I'm a rhythm guy. So not an excuse. I played poorly, but done 24 under. I'm here now, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, you put that to rest real nice.
You said the DSN stuff is looking like it's got a premiere date soon too?
I believe I saw in the email from Bill Vernon, the president of DSN or VP, that Thursday, August 3rd at 8 p.m. you will be able to stream it on their app and their website. Awesome. So they're going to have everything updated with a live leaderboard and all that. There was a couple clips going around from the YouTube version, but it wasn't the final product. Okay. So we're gonna get the Delaware tournament Thursday the 3rd. We're gonna get the San Diego tournament Saturday the 5th, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that Showtime guy won in Colorado." So
good. I can wash down the pain of Delaware with the good stuff of San Diego.
The joy of San Diego.
The joy of San Diego.
Oh yeah. By the way, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't been following. We just revealed some of the winners from those tournaments that.
Oh yeah,
you'll be hearing.
Who won those? I don't know.
Let me tell you,
if they were on social media at all, you could figure it out.
I got to hang out with one of Kathy's cousins, who he and his wife have 2 beautiful kids who I got to see, and they had been out at a sports bar, one of their first nights, like without their kids in a while, and this was sometime last fall, and they're sitting in a Nashville sports bar. And Martin looks up, and he's like, "That's Fling Golf on TV. I bet Adam's going to be on there." And I don't know what part of the News World Classic it was, but Kathy got a text from him. He's like Caitlin and I don't go out much, but like we go out and we look at TV and there's your husband. Like how weird, how weird is that?
I love that.
That's
I
so
But it was
love
cool.
that.
awesome. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
Well,
I'm sure John and all those are gonna. I'm sure the San Diego episode is gonna be amazing. I mean, there's a lot of cool moments. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I think for Sam and I think the two things that we have is Sam has the shot in World Fling Golf history with that Reggie Birdie to win
Hmm.
in San Diego, and I think I have the round. So I think it's just cool that that one single shot for Sam, in my opinion, is the best shot to date in fling golf.
Hmm.
And then obviously my round. So it's just cool. It's cool to be able to be like, yeah, dude, we both have something that, I mean, that putt's never going to be forgotten. I mean, it was so huge.
Hmm.
So,
it was
Yeah,
such a
and
relief.
okay.
Such a
I
relief.
bet. I bet. I'm thinking about. I think. I mean, I know a couple of people filmed it on their phones as it was happening, and I've rewatched it. But it's gonna. I'm guessing it's gonna feel new watching it on the show, just
From
because it's
the
gonna be
just because I know
an
where the
angle we haven't
camera was
seen.
facing
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I haven't seen it from that side.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, your reaction, dude, and like that was such an epic photo. The tiger side by side. It was a moment, dude. It was cool, and I'm happy that you get to experience that because being on ESPN last year was cool. And
Hmm.
this year was, we all were a lot more focused and looked a hell of a lot more professional this time around.
Mhm.
But it was a hell of a moment. You're gonna have a good
You mean
episode.
somebody
I'm gonna
didn't
have a
wear
good
cut off
episode too.
jeans um, to the longest fling shot?
Daisy Dukes, and yeah, dude. I don't know what dude. I get people all the time going, Austin, you have grown up so much in the last year. I'm like, no, I haven't grown up. I just dress better.
No, I just showed you my clothing.
Yeah, I wear full clothes now. That's the only difference. So, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe someday, whenever I'm not at the top or competing at the top, I'll have to stay relevant. So we'll see what
I
outfits I
can't
break
wait
out.
for Navy to get into middle school and have friends be like, "Have you seen this video of your dad?" Like,
Did you scroll back on his feed and see these bathtub pictures when he was doing hip slips? Yeah, I know. I have people all the time going, Austin, you're a girl dad now. You can't do those things. I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Mhm, mhm.
like she's my daughter. She's gonna know. She's probably gonna do the
that's right.
same goofy ass stuff. So it just
That's
is
right.
what it is.
That's right. She's like, "Well, that for TV, whatever. That's his Halloween costume, or that's a Tuesday, right? That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
dad."
Be like when he's not acting like that, I know to be quiet and not do
That's right.
anything because he's normally angry. So, but yeah, it'll be fun. As you're finding out with Gwendolyn getting you in trouble, telling you that your job sucks and they're making you work from Singapore and all that. So you even though you get to
That's
work remotely and you work from home, that your stupid job still makes you not work at home.
when I travel, I'm not working from home, so that's kids are funny. Kids are funny.
Oh, and the
Um,
girls especially, dude, like, oh my God. They're so smart. Not that Latham and Swaggy P and all the and Maddie and not they're all smart too, but
Absolutely.
girls are just different, man. They are just different.
You know what? You know what our wives would say, Austin, right? It's like, yes, they're smart, but like you two are a bunch of suckers for
Dude,
letting your daughters do
no,
whatever they want to do.
I know. I actually had to yell at her one time tonight because she just was crying for no reason. And I was like, Navy, quit crying. Like, swallow your food. And she just goes, and I was like, okay, see, I was like, see, you're faking it. And like, I'm just like, oh my God, I am not going to be able to handle this every year as we go. So, but she's cute as all hell. Then she snuggles and everything's all right in the world.
Hey, question non-fling golf related. It is the summer. Fling golf's not the only thing that you're doing. What have been some other cool things that y'all have done or are going to be doing before
Hmm.
the summer wraps?
I've been working at the Carolina Hurricanes like youth skating camp. That's just
Oh,
one of their like
sweet.
general counselors helping. I've
Uh-huh.
tied so many pairs of skates this just talk about your calluses from your fling golf grip. I got calluses from tying hockey skates.
Oh my goodness. What are the ages?
The youngest is 7, the oldest is
Oh,
fifth, like 13.
okay.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. And there's enough. I didn't realize how much hockey is down in North Carolina, down in the
Hmm.
South. Like there's enough for an entire age group of young boys, like teenage boys and girls. and there's
Oh,
like
that's
3
awesome.
groups. Yeah,
That's
it's
really
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, and
And
it's
the
run by
Hurricanes, are their players participating as well?
it's run by a former retired player, Shane Willis,
Okay.
who does like TV like mid game like updates on the game, like analyst. That's the word I'm looking for.
Right.
And then he
right.
Sam is
does
holding a
the
pretend microphone to tell us about it.
yeah.
He's got one of these things that he holds up in
Right.
front of his face.
So analysts,
Yeah,
No,
Sam's
that's
doing.
interview
really cool.
people.
He's doing
That's a
way
lot of
way
fun.
cooler stuff than me. Yeah, I'm just remodeling my trophies and moving them around in my office space,
So
and
non-fling golf.
I'm non-flat. Yeah, right. So okay.
That's
So yeah, I mean
ACGC golf. That's his normal day
yeah,
job.
it's American
Okay, there you
Classic.
go.
I'm
Yeah.
rearranging my office. But no, I mean we're in summertime. We're right
Yeah,
now the
this is
Delaware
peak
State
season.
Fair's. Yeah, the Delaware State Fair is going, so we're
Mhm.
having fun with that. And then, like I said, my best friend's wedding, one of my best friends, and then family reunion, and then Britt and Brandon's wedding at the end of October. So like it's right now it's cruise control. Once we get to Labor Day, then we kind of just start focusing on that. But boring, just
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. I'm actually up at my parents' house right now in New York. I'm going to New York City this weekend for my best friend's bachelor party. I'm
Nice.
the best man of the first time, so probably.
Oh,
So
congrats.
yeah, it'll be
Do you
fun.
What have
have
you
the
lined up?
speech? Do you have the speech written?
So he knows how much of a writer that I am, which I'm not. So and I hopefully won't procrastinate it too much. No, it's in September, so I still got some time to write it. But no, it'll
Well,
be fun.
you've got to experience the bachelor party first.
Exactly
before
right. I need to see if there's
you have
anything I need to add to the
ammunition
speech or not.
for the
Right.
speech.
Exactly. But no, that'll be fun. It's actually his wedding is the weekend before the Massachusetts
Okay.
Fling Golf.
Mhm.
And luckily he's getting married in Massachusetts. So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
gonna ask my school to let me stay up for the whole week and just miss the week of school, because it really doesn't make much sense to go up, down, up.
Austin's having a little bit of trouble.
I don't know. Did I say something? Or are
No,
you
no,
just
no, no, no. He
dying on
took
your
a
own?
sip and something got caught
Oh.
in his throat. He tried to wash it down.
I tried to watch
I
it
thought you were
down.
back in Colorado for
No,
a
no.
second.
So-
Nothing about you. Oh, this is good. I'm glad we're going to have this on the after show. So, because this is not very entertaining on the podcast because you can't see what's happening. But
Right, you need the
it'll be
camera
fun
for this.
on YouTube. So while Austin composes himself, let me see if I can mute him until he comes back. What are y'all doing in New York?
So we're luckily one of the other guys in the group, his uncle has an Airbnb in Brooklyn that he's letting us stay
nice.
at. So we literally are getting the nephew discount and just get to use all that extra money that we would have needed to get on a place to stay. We can just use for the weekend.
Sweet.
So I know he's not going to listen to this, so I can tell you what we're doing. He and I grew up playing a lot of video games, like love to like do stuff like that. So New York City has this thing called Beat the Bomb. It's like a real life simulation of a video game. You do all these different tasks and have to do these things to defuse or whatever it is. And
Okay, yeah.
you wear these hazmat suits, and if you don't beat the bomb, it explodes and paint and foam and just
Oh, that's cool.
It's like the super VIP package. So they're gonna make like a professional video of us for us to keep. So that'll be a lot of fun.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
And then just like a dinner and stuff like that, just basic hanging out. And he's back.
Dude, I gotta tell you guys, I've been sick for like the last 3 or 4 days, and the freaking, I don't know, I have like a sinus infection. So every time we do this recording shit, I'm always sick, whether it's a stomach bug or so like the phlegm was just up and down,
Building
and
up.
I could not. I was like, all right, dude, you're about to die. Just get it to go down. Like y'all can see, I'm literally like crying. And I pull my earbuds out, and it kicks me out of the studio. I was like, dude, this sucks. Like, I would sound like I got smoker's cough. Like, dude, I'm so glad I even made it like an hour into this thing. Like, I have like the worst fucking headache now. Whatever.
Sam, I went to with friends, with work friends and work colleagues. One of the first things after the pandemic, we had meetings at our university partner in Brooklyn at Long
Hmm.
Island University, and so we went into Manhattan to a break bar.
Okay.
Have you seen these where they've got like just old crap, old computers,
Oh,
keyboards,
a break.
and
Oh, yeah, like a smash
TVs?
thing. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
we got
yeah.
sledgehammers, we got
Oh, yeah, that's
empty
fun.
beer bottles, and they just put you in this tin room, and you wear helmets and some protective gear, and you just
And just go to
blast.
town.
Destroy
Yeah, I've
things.
seen those.
That
Maybe I'll look that
was
up
a
too. Yeah.
pretty fun experience.
I could have used one of those after Delaware. Freaking only on Saturday. That damn rain, man. It's the only thing that makes me mad. After I just realized we talked earlier, I'm like, yeah, I was okay losing in Delaware. No,
No,
I
you
wasn't.
weren't.
I wasn't happy at all.
I let that
Freaking
slide.
yeah. I got as I'm dying over here choking while you guys are talking. I
Like
was like, you
rethinking
know what?
about that one thing you said 30 minutes ago. Nope, that's
Yeah, I
fine.
was like, I was like, dude, you weren't happy about that. You were pissed. So, but I don't want to take nothing from Mike. He played. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
won.
was
He played.
killing
Solid, steady the whole day. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, I apologize for that. My God, fucking.
it. No worries, no
Whew.
worries. Well, cool. Well, this has been fun. This has been really good to catch up. Thank you for the recap of Colorado. It's always good to talk to you too. Congratulations again
Yeah,
on
thank you. I'm
your stellar
glad to get
play.
back in the show.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to have
Yeah, this.
both of you returning guests on the pod. So that's it's always exciting.
Yeah, I mean, everyone laughs about how you made me wait so long to air my episode the first time through. It was even more excruciating waiting to be invited back. Even though we talk on the after show and it's
Yeah.
all fun and whatnot, but there's just something magical about being on Future of the Fairway. So I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it, and I hope that I'm the first person to come back for a third time.
Three-peat?
But
I'll show you this.
three-peat.
I got this in Time Hop.
Let's go.
A year ago today, it was the 2 week announcement that the first episode was airing
Oh,
of
wow.
Future of
Okay,
the Fairway.
dude, that's
That's
amazing.
only
Yeah,
been a year ago. Like, I feel like there's
It,
been so much that has happened since.
we've grown so
So
much in
it's
this
been
sport,
only
man.
been a year, not even.
From how we all look to how we play to Future of the Fairway to the tour to just everything. It's been an incredible growth. So yeah, it's freaking awesome,
A
man.
year ago,
Congrats though, Adam. I
you,
mean, that's crazy.
you didn't like me a year ago, Austin.
You didn't like me either.
No. We
wait,
already
And
a
like
talked
each
year
about
ago,
other.
that.
did y'all know each other yet? Because
Only on
the
social
episode hadn't
media.
aired yet.
It might have been around this time whenever the whatever account was talking shit. Golf lacrosse. You aiming for me? It's like, I don't know what the hell you're aiming for fourth for. But
He
whatever.
just knew
So,
that we
but
were going to
no.
be the best. So
Yeah, I mean, do you even talk to him? Is he going to play in New England? Because he's from up there, right?
I think he actually moved to Florida, but I've tried to get. I'll get him to a tournament in the future. I'd like to see him
All
at
right.
I
one.
mean, if we play down in Florida or Georgia or whatever, he has to be there. He actually did invite me to play to meet up with him whenever I was at the PGA show. So I don't know him. Seems like a nice guy and all that. So I'd love
Oh
to
yeah.
play against him sometime and see what he's got.
Cool. Hey, I'll finish with this. We've got the two golf courses that we're playing for the New England tournament.
Yep.
We've got one in Amesbury for the team on Saturday and one in New Hampshire on Sunday. We are 95% certain that Virginia is going to be the Mountain Greens course for the individual
Okay.
tournament at Massanutten, and then Woodstone Meadows for the team, which is where the team was last year. So I've got a couple of conversations in the next week or two to round
To
that
finalize.
out. But yeah,
Man,
we're
I'm a
excited for folks to get
little.
back. I know.
I think it'll be nice to be able to just stay at Massanutten and not have to worry about driving. But I love Heritage Oaks. It's got a spot in my heart. So I'm gonna be sad not to play there. But no, I think honestly, logistically though, Adam, that makes the most sense to just make it happen. The fact that they have two courses and all that.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, Massanutton's been great to work with. They're really excited to host it. I was out with the kids playing a few weeks ago, and the marshal was taking us past a couple of groups who were playing a little slow. As we go past one of them, the guy stops us. He was like, "Hey, what's that you got?" And so we're showing it to him. And the marshal, again, we hadn't talked to him at all. He was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, they had one of their global tournaments here last year," and just like talking really excited and proud of
Yeah,
Massimo's
yeah, yeah.
place in that. And I was like, "That's awesome. That's one
I
of
mean,
the
there's two courses
It's a
that are
perfect
that are
setup
for
for it. Yeah.
it's a perfect setup, and there's two courses that are on the tour schedule for every year, and it's ACGC and Mass Nutton.
there
So
you
you
go.
gotta have it.
Two
You gotta have
OGs.
them. So the OGs, and they'll forever be that way, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, Austin, go take care of yourself. Get some meds.
Whew,
Um,
freaking dying, man! Holy hell! Like it hit me. Like I was like, yo, I'm gonna go a whole hour here. I'm good. And then like one little phlegm, like.
well, I'll say what everybody's thinking. Poor Brooke. Um, that's
I
the
know
first thing that
I
goes.
haven't got to kiss her in a couple of days because I don't want to make her sick. So, but she probably doesn't hate that I'm not ever that.
Oh, good. Well, awesome to see both of you. You all be
As well.
good,
Likewise.
and
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you in New England, if not sooner.
You got it,
Absolutely.
brother. And safe travels over to Singapore and back. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.
See you guys.